What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hustle Podcast. We're on episode 38 today. My name is John. I'm your host, and we got my co-host,
Gabriel Arambula or
and
Arambula.
Rambala. Did I say it right?
No, I think wait. Depends. I say it like Arambula because that's how, if you look at it in the English language, it would be read out in my belief, right? And I don't want to confuse anyone, so I've always pronounced it that way. However, the correct pronunciation, if you are say eating salsa at a Spanish restaurant,
Rambala salsa.
dude, that was pretty good.
Rambala.
It's the roll that Arambula.
And if you guys are
Arambula.
new here, what we talk about on this podcast is everything relating to business,
Arambula.
mindset, how we can add value to you guys, and also Gabe and I share our collective 25 years of entrepreneurial experience and mistakes that way you guys know what to avoid in your journey to success. All right.
We share some wins too. That sounds like a downer. What am I sitting on? I'm sitting on my car keys.
Yeah, we do.
It's uncomfortable.
We do share a lot of wins too as well. So, without further ado, when Gabe gets his keys
I got
out of
stuff
his
in my pocket.
I'm
gonna put it down. Keep it rolling.
So he feels comfortable.
I'm putting it away. Yeah.
There
I mean,
we
like,
go.
who likes stuff in their pocket, right?
Some
I
people
don't.
do.
I hate it.
You know, some people like pockets. But for today's episode, we're going to be talking about
Good vibes.
good vibes, guys.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
I mean,
fun.
like, you know, we're gonna do our best to go deep on that, right?
Yeah.
And I think we could, because you know it's sound. Oh, you know what's so funny? All right, so John came up with this topic while we were driving to the office, and I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I kind of wanted to talk about business now because there's some interesting stuff going on this week in the economy and also in politics that could have implications on the market, in real estate lending and everything that's connected to money. But you know, I decided I need to do more research in that because I really didn't dive into what's going on too much. I just got a good view. I could talk about it, but we're gonna say that for later. I want to do
say that for episode 39, which is later today around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But in terms of good vibes, like, we're just sharing how people take life too seriously. You know, it's like we're taking it way too seriously. Like, what if we just let go?
So, like, let's rephrase that though. Let's rephrase that because that could sound, or that could be misconstrued, right? I would say people take themselves too seriously.
Yep.
Right. To be a little bit more specific, you know, we often our own judgment often dictates our actions. Right. It's like you told me the other day. I don't know what I was complaining about something. Like my shoes or something. They were dirty. I don't know if it was those little crusty Converse that I had for almost 20 years. And you're like, bro, no one even cares, dude.
Yeah.
No one even notices. We're all we just look at ourselves and judge ourselves and notice every little thing that's imperfect about us and whatever. And like, you weren't being that, like, you just kind of said it. I'm being extra harsh or emphasizing a little bit more, but that's the reality. If you think about it, right? It is that you know, when it comes to, like, you know, having, you know, you say good vibes. We say good vibes because it's catchy, but it's deeper than that. It's more than just good vibes. And
it's much deeper. It's like
it's much deeper, but it also it starts there too. You know what I mean? Because in a lot of instances, you know, something as simple as just remembering to say hi to everyone in the office every day. Just that simple act of just saying hi to everyone in the office that you work in at least once. That, like, changes the atmosphere. And like, I get caught sometimes, like, in tunnel vision working, and like I forget about it, and like I don't think about it, and I forget how important it is. And so, like, that kind of stuff, right? So, like, good vibes, you know, there's
plus whether you like it or not, the vibe does change if you don't say hello. It's like just a different vibe.
Yeah,
like not good or bad. But
no, but here's what you're right. But here's what it is. It's the, you know, are we going uphill? Are we pedaling, or do we let off the pedals and now we're going backwards? And I think it's the same thing, and that whole principle applies in all things in life that are living and breathing, right? And the work environment, the workplace is a living and breathing place. And we have to be cognizant of the environment. You know what I'm saying? Like our damn plants that have gnats right now, bro. I got the spray, I got the lights, spray like that bro, I hate it. You hate it more than me, bro. And you know, I gotta fix it. But I'm saying, like, you know, just going back to like good vibes, and you know, something simple as saying hi to someone or good morning when you're walking down the street. Like whenever
and you feel good too when you're saying hello.
Yes, and I do, and like folks are surprised and they say good morning, but like, how is it that as a society we have forgotten to at least pay a greeting, which is free by the way, to a fellow human being while we're walking down the street?
Or even a compliment too.
And a compliment,
say, hey, nice shoes.
And a compliment
like, that'll make their day too.
Oh, 100%. Now, again, we have to be wise. I got a good story, right? There's some places where you shouldn't say hi to people. When in like 2009, when I was in the East Bay, I was selling real estate, and this is after the crash, right? And so in East Bay in Oakland is there's really nice parts of Oakland. There still is, but it's rougher now. But Oakland has really nice parts and really rough parts, right? To the point that I had a client not want to buy a house because his friend got shot in the head down the street, and I was showing houses out in this area to this particular client. Jeez. And so we're going to look at a house, right? And we walk by another house, and there's you know, a group of you know, gentlemen, of age gentlemen, rather rough-looking fellows. But by the judge of their color being red, I would imagine they were what they call bloods. But anyways, there was a bunch of them outside and of one of the neighbors' house, and we're just walking. And here I am in like a suit or something like that, or whatever, in a polo, I don't know, walking with my clients. And I look over and say, hey, hi, hey, how you guys doing? Right? And I kind of sense from my client, like thinking to himself, like, what is this fool doing right now? Just mind your business, keep walking, show us the house, let's get going. Now, they didn't do or say anything, thank God, because I'm so charming and so, how do you say, harmless, that, you know, I mean, we're good to go, right? Another story, same client, going back to that house where someone got popped, his friend got popped. We left that house, I drive up the street, and I'm driving up the street, right hand side, there's a all I see, like a dozen dudes, big dudes, like pretty much everyone there was bigger than me, and that doesn't say much, but I'm saying big dudes, all dressed in red, standing out front what happens to be a bar right there, and the light turns red, and I'm at the stoplight, first car, only car, right there, and right to my right, like a couple feet away from me, just this group of just dudes, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, if I was them, I would probably want to jack me, because I had a decent looking car, and I mean, like, what was I gonna do? All they would have to do is open the door and say, hey, get out, and I'd say, and I get to live, and they would hopefully say yes, and I'd say, awesome, thank you. You know what I mean? I would just,
my pleasure.
Yeah, my pleasure, and I would just go kick rocks and pray. You know, they let me at least have a couple of dollars to find my way home. But anyways, that made me think of Oakland. Now, going back to those experiences, tying it into good vibes, what I've learned and what I've found is that whenever I've been in like rough neighborhoods and stuff like that, because I've been in some often, and when I was a multi-unit manager in the wireless industry, I had a lot of stores that I took care of all over Los Angeles County, specifically in South Central, like off Slauson, off Florence and Normandy, like the hood, like rolling 60s neighborhoods, like it was tough, right? And one of the things I noticed, like whenever I walked through there, I just, you know, I always had, I wasn't tripping, I wasn't scared, I wasn't like, I just had when I parked and walked from the street to the store, because sometimes it's a walk, sometimes you have to walk a block or something because you're in the city, and I just had my earbuds on, and I just pay attention, my own business. And then with the customers, I just made sure, like, all the customers, every single customer that walked in, I just made sure, and I had to train my employees this. I said, you have to make sure that this store, when they walk in, they feel like good vibes. They feel that energy. They feel positive. And it doesn't matter what problem they come in with. You have to let them know that you're going to do everything you can to help them out. And you have to make sure that it looks like you're doing so until you come to an end, which is either a solution or at least they just saw you bust your tail trying to help them out. And, that creates a strong environment. And, we would have not only more customers coming in, but we'd have some of these, hood dudes like walking in, like, hey, oh, thanks, man. You took care of my auntie. She was in here. Like, I remember one time, this gal, this came in and she was a taller, bigger lady, and she was in the store and it was getting hot, and I could tell she was getting like she needed to get off her feet. So I got her a chair. I went next door. I bought her some waters and stuff like that, and I took care of her. And then her nephew came in, big dude. I could tell he was someone important.
Same day and stuff.
It was either that day or the next day.
Yeah.
But it was within close proximity to the time frame, maybe even within the week. Her nephew came in to do something with his phone, but he said, "What's up?" And he was like, "Yo, thank you. You took care of my auntie. I appreciate that." Another dude had a store on Florence in Normandy, and if you remember when the LA riots took place, that's the intersection where Reginald Denny, he got pulled out of his car and he got beat. His truck, his big rig. I think it was a big rig or car or something. But so rough neighborhood, and there was a lot of characters. There was a drug addict that went by the name of Little Mama.
Little Mama.
Shout out Little Mama. She'd always be hanging out at the store, but always good vibes. Like in that, and that's how I remain safe, because again, this is dangerous places, bro. Like once one of my stores off 103rd and Compton Avenue, there in this shopping center, there was multiple shootings in there. Like there was one time where I called the store. I was like, "Hey, I'm on the way. I just want to see if you guys are good. If you need anything, because you guys are you hungry? Did you go get lunch?" Because, dude, I would take care of these employees, and in these stores, like even though when at this level when I was an account rep for a wireless company, they weren't my direct employees, but I had an incentive to make sure that they were happy and had good vibes because they would produce good vibes, right? And so anyways, I would call the store and I'd ask them, I'd get them a pizza, things like that, do stuff like that. But I called them and they're like, "Oh, good thing you're coming now. You just missed it. Someone was just, there was a shooting. They were busting caps in the parking lot right now. But it's okay. It's done now. So you can come. It's all right."
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like,
it's
what?
Safe now.
I'm like, what? So I came in with good vibes. The only time, this is crazy, the only time that anyone, when I was out for those years in that field, that only time anyone ever threatened me was actually at that store that multiple times shots got busted at. And I was taking photos of the outside at some marketing one of the other stores had done, because we wanted to do similar marketing outside, putting like flag poles and signs and stuff like that. They didn't want to let us do it. And so I was taking pictures, and this dude rolls up in a wheelchair.
Wait, who did let you do it?
The property managers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This dude rolls up in a wheelchair, and he's rolling up. He's like, "Yo, you taking pictures of me?" And he had choice words. It wasn't that nice. There were some F words, N words, B words, C words, ABC, everything from like A to Z. He probably said it, and directed at me, asking me if I was taking pictures of him because he's in a wheelchair, right? And I was like, "Oh no, man, I'm just taking pictures of these signs right here. We have the Metro PCS store right there, and we just wanted to go to the property manager." I was explaining to him what we're doing. He's like, "You better not be taking pictures of me. I'll get about this chair," and boom, 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 bum, 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 bum. I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool, yeah, no worries, no need for that, man. Not taking pictures of you, just not even tripping, really, like almost unfazed,
being detached, like letting go.
Bingo, almost unfazed,
not worrying about it.
don't kill my vibe.
Yeah.
Just don't kill my vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not even tripping. And then as he's rolling away, bro, one more time he pops off. You better not be taking pictures of me. Bro, like, I just felt bad, man. I empathize, bro. And like, that's the thing, like, you know, having compassion, like maintaining good vibes and having compassion, being empathetic, they all go hand in hand. And it's like I mentioned before, we've talked about where, you know, in my teen years, I had the epiphany, and I came to the realization of the fact that everyone is how they are for a reason, and that reason is not me. That guy probably got shot, and he's paralyzed, and he's mad at the world,
and paranoid,
and
too,
and paranoid. Because you know what I'm saying? If someone shot him and he's still alive, that means they didn't get the job done. So he's probably got people looking for him still to this day as he's in his wheelchair. So it's a cold world. So why not do anything and everything you can to have good vibes, put out good vibes, show love. And it takes work, it takes effort, and it's oftentimes not reciprocated, but that's okay, because ultimately what you're doing is you're creating consistency that will lead to a result that is different than what you previously experienced in any environment when you bring those good vibes. And that's how it was when I ran stores, bro. Like whenever we changed territories and stuff, the stores were always bummed, bro. I also worked a lot too, and I knew my stuff, so it's like they all come in. But like bringing those good vibes, and like even when you were working for with me in my stores, you know how I like ran it, bro. Like good vibes, dude. Positive vibes, bro.
You would call, say, "Hey, what's good? How's the store doing? How's you doing? How you doing, John? What's going on? What you got?"
Just check it
in. And then whenever you walk in the store as well, you're like, "Hey, what's good, guys? What's up? What's happening? How we doing? Yeah, how can I help you guys? You know?"
Yeah, well, that's cool. What it is, bro. Like that's what it's about, man. That's like there's so many positive attributes or benefits of maintaining a good atmosphere. And it's often overlooked, and having that balance in the atmosphere and really, you know, being cognizant of it is key. And that's like for me, like when it comes to any sales environment, I say that's like job one. Because if you get the right atmosphere, the right vibes. I hate using that word because it's like overused, but
right,
like
energy.
The right energy in there, that's overused. So I gotta think of a new atmosphere. Right, when you have the right atmosphere, it's conducive to producing results, right? And that's the key in sales, and everything there you can follow through. It's got to be solution focused, good vibes. Listen, we have obstacles, we overcome them. You know, it helps us think clear when we have good vibes in an atmosphere. Open communication.
It ties in with like giving too. You know, whenever you go into like a room or environment where it's kind of dead and you can tell there's like a lower energy there, it's like, okay, you see it, why not take the initiative to bring the vibe up, like give the good energy, right? And then that's going to help everyone, you know, open up and just have like great energy overall in the entire room, and that helps everyone become more productive. They have a lot of fun. They're gonna love enjoying going to work or wherever.
I have a confession, John.
What's up?
I just looked at my phone right now. I gotta put my phone away. I'm putting my phone. No, we're not done yet, bro. It's not time yet, is it? 8:08. No, we got time. We got like what, 10-15 minutes. You're looking at your watch.
Yeah, we're chilling.
We're chilling. We're having a good convo, good healthy conversation, the good
we're
vibes.
Kicking it, you know?
Listen, I need to get my money's worth for these therapy sessions.
Yep.
How am I gonna find inner healing unless we have quality therapy sessions? And these 20-minute quickies aren't gonna do it for me.
Again, these are just therapy sessions for Gabe.
I'm broken.
You know,
I'm broken. I need healing.
Like the podcast is just a front for that therapy session.
Yep.
What sounds good, bro?
I only skated once last week. You want to have a burrito?
Sounds good.
Let's do it. It's Monday. Let's have a burrito. Dude, I only skated once last week, but my body is feeling healthier. I got a new board, and it's a little heavier, though, because the trucks are wider and the board's wider. So I got to break it in more. I got to break my board in more.
We should go to the gym, actually, after work. I was thinking about it. We should.
Didn't I mention that and you kind of shot it down?
Yeah, I shut it down because
let's map it out. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, let's do that, bro. That would be good. That would be good for the mind, body, and soul.
I was thinking about in the morning, just run, and then at night, work out.
Yeah.
Body workout. And by the way, if you ever wake up feeling tired, right? Here's a little trick that I do to have good energy and feel great in the mornings. Like right when you wake up, you want to watch the first thought that you have, because the first thought will set the tone for the entire day. If you wake up and you're like, "Damn it, I have to wake up," that's literally
the worst thought.
The worst thought. But if you wake up, you're like, "Yeah,
yes,
I'm so grateful. Thank you for allowing me to wake up today."
Dude, I was just thinking, like, if you woke up every morning and just said yes to yourself first.
It's like, I did it. I woke up.
Yes.
Today. I'm back in my body.
I'm back on the grind.
Back on the grind. Just imagine being 90 years old and your deathbed, you're paralyzed.
Nah, bro, I'm gonna be 90 years old and then doing push-ups, bro.
And then when you all you wish for is being able to be back in your young body. Right, and then you close your eyes, you pass away, but you wake up in your young body again. Like, how would you feel waking up every single day? You're like, yes, I'm back here. How much more would you do every single day?
I know, right? Okay, so like, I get it, and you lost me there. But like, think about this. If you look forward, and you're on your deathbed, you're gonna think back and say, I wish I accomplished more. I wish I did more. Don't wish or don't shit all over yourself. Get it done. Have good vibes, accomplish your goals, get those potato and bacon burritos when your body and your mind calls from, when you could taste the medley of the bacon and the potato combined in a nice warm flour tortilla. Nothing beats it.
But that sounds good.
Like a Taco Bell commercial or something.
Yeah.
Dang, Taco Bell, you should hire
free advertisement. Not free.
Not free. It's for the lunch truck out there.
That's right. All right. Let's go.
It's a wrap.
Wrap it up.
Like Christmas?
Yep.
That present?
Put a bow on it.
Done.
All right. You want to give the outro?
I'll do the outro. Well, I wasn't prepped, but I am prepped because this podcast is all about being real, off the cuff, not planned, not rehearsed, talking about life, talking about business, talking about wins, talking about L's, and everything in between. If you want to get in contact with us, all our contact information will be in the description below, as well as on our bio. Realtors, loan officers, anyone in the industry, entrepreneurs, interesting people that have a story that might motivate and inspire others to do more. If you want to be on this podcast, we want to have you. Tap in, just shoot us a DM, ask, and we'll talk. We'll set up a quick combo. Aside from that, I think for not being planned, I think that was all right.
Let's go. All right. Till no further. Until next time, we'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 40. Because we're going to do 39 later today.
40.